Greetings, my brothers and sisters. Actually, I say my brothers and sisters. There may only be brothers that are in insecurity right now, but I just want to greet you all. And if there are some sisters, I greet you as well. I need to meet you because I don't know you then if you're a sister working in security. But Elcon and I were talking a few weeks ago. We were talking about just being an encouragement to you, how I can be an encouragement to you all, and so with that, came up with the idea of me possibly trying to do devotions for you on a regular basis. I'm going to try to do one every day, but it may not work out that way. But I at least want to do probably 3 a week, and hopefully at least 5 a week. And so I want to go ahead and start out with Psalm 16, verse 8, which says, "I have set the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I shall not be shaken." I want to read that verse again to you. I want to say that verse one more time to you. It says, "I have set the Lord always before me." And that's the key part of that is always, always before me. Because he is at my right hand, and I shall not be shaken. So there's a couple of things I want you to focus on here. The word always, that God is always set before you, and then that he's at your right hand. So the Lord is at your right hand, and because of that, you shall not be shaken. So what does all this mean? Well, first of all, here's what it means. What it means to set the Lord always before you, it means that you choose to relate everything you encounter to your trust in God. What you choose to focus on becomes the dominant influence in your life. You may be a Christian, but if you always focus on your problems, well, then your problems will determine the direction for your life. And if you focus on people, then people will determine what you think or do. So in biblical times, the right hand was the most distinguished position reserved for one's chief advisor or supporter, or advisor and supporter. So when you choose to focus on Christ, you invite him to the most important position in your life as counselor and defender. And so here's what this means. Every time you face a new experience, you should turn to Christ for his interpretation and strength. When people insult you and mistreat you, you should seek direction from your counselor regarding the right response. And I know this happens, okay? So I want you to hear this. When people insult you and mistreat you, because it does happen, your response should be, you should always seek direction from your counselor regarding the right response, because God has your back. And also, when you face a crisis, you should receive strength from the one who is at your right hand. Know that God is for you. And because he is for you, that any crisis that you face, and I've experienced many crises in my own life, that Christ says that he wants to be there for us, and he wants to be the one that provides us with strength because he is at our right hand. And then next is, when you experience need, you should consult your counselor before you react. Once again, Jesus is at your right hand. The Lord is at your right hand. And God has sent us his Holy Spirit, his counselor. So when you experience need, you should consult your counselor. And I truly mean this, that seek God and wait on him. Get a piece of paper, get a notebook, get a journal. And when you have that situation, write it down and wait on God and allow God to speak his answer through his word or through his spirit to your heart, and know and trust that he will. And then finally, when you face a fearful situation, you should take courage from the advocate at your right hand. I want to say that again. When you face a fearful situation, you should take courage from the advocate at your right hand. Everything you do is in the context of your relationship with Christ. I hope you heard this. Everything you do is in the context of your relationship with Jesus Christ. This is God's grace at work in our life, that Christ is for us. And because he is for us, who can be against us? We can trust in him, we can hope in him, and because of him, we can have peace in every situation, a peace that passes all understanding. So I want to close with saying that verse one more time. Psalm 16, verse 8. I have set the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I shall not be shaken. God bless you all. I pray you have a blessed day.